Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Joe Danger the movie, or Joe Danger 2 the movie, or whatever the bloody hell they want to call it. This is coming out in a couple of days, or at least when I put this video up it should be out in a couple of days in America and Europe. So I was lucky enough to get an early look, so let's go have a look around, shall we? This game actually the prequel to this game actually came out free on PlayStation Plus, so I did actually check that out and I did quite like it. Which makes it a bit odd because this game is actually pretty damn similar to the first. But let's just go have a look at all the random stuff first. So this menu system is really annoying. Like, you've got no idea. There's levels all over the place. All of these are levels. This movie mode option just takes you onto this one. It doesn't do anything else. You got your ultra hard preview over here, your deleted scenes here, which contain a bunch more levels, and then the downloadable tours, which contain a bunch more levels. It's just so spread out and annoying because it takes ages to navigate between stuff to get anywhere, and it's just, I wish this menu system was a bit simpler. This is probably the thing I like the least about the game. I mean, jeez. But anyway, over here you've got Movie Maker, which lets you make your own levels. It says you can share your levels, but I'll be damned if I can figure out how I'm supposed to do that. You can also change your costume down here. Since this is a PlayStation Vita version, we get a few extra characters. We get Sackboy, Iota, and a toy from Little Big Planet and Tearaway. We also get some of the characters that the PC version got, like Steve from Minecraft and the entire Team Fortress 2 cast, which is a weird thing. I didn't think that would actually happen on a Vita game, but oh well. You also get a new costume every time you get an extra Pro medal. So I've just been sticking with the Black Knight because the Black Knight is awesome. Options are pretty simple. You've got how to play, controls, ghost, music, and sound effects. I would really like the ability to turn off the announcer, but we'll get into that. So let's go to the game itself and pick a level to play, shall we? I think this one will do, just as a demonstration. So the idea of Joe Danger is that you are on some sort of extreme vehicle, whether it be skis or a bike or a jetpack or whatever, and most of the time you have to get to the end of the level. That's simple enough. But there's also a bunch of stars that you can get. All these stars all have different goals. So as you can see down in the bottom right there, you have a bunch of different goals to do. Whoops, I just set off the alarm. Oh well. So yeah, there is a bunch of different things to do in every single level. They've always got something new for you to do, whether it be collect stars, collect all the letters of the word danger, not unlike Tony Hawk's Pro Skateboarding, or whatever it's called, Tony Hawk's Skate. Yeah, they changed the name in different regions. Pro Skater, whatever. So there are a bunch of different things you can get along the way, which give you stars. These stars are used to unlock more levels. That's more than simple enough. There are a bunch of different things to help you out along the way, like you have a boost and you have a trick system. The more tricks you do, the more points you get, and the more points you get, the higher you get on the scoreboard. Simple enough, really. There's also a bunch of things about what's the word I'm looking for? There's also a bunch of goals that are like combo the entire level without losing your combo, so you're just constantly doing tricks, and it's just kind of annoying after a little while because you're just constantly having to mash buttons in order to try and keep doing your tricks, but whatever. Whoops, I set off the alarm. That means I can't get that star. And there's also, in some levels, not all of them, whoops, don't know what happened there. In some levels, but not all of them, you have pro medals, which mean you have to finish every level and all its stars. So thankfully, this level doesn't actually have a pro medal. If it had a pro medal, it would be torture. But there are some levels that have pro medals, which require absolute perfection. And it's nice because it adds a way of playing the game to your own style. You want to just go through all these levels and have a bit of fun at 60 frames a second, because this is actually really smooth 60 frames per second, except for the... That killed me? Really? Okay, that was annoying. But there are a lot of ways to go through the levels. You can go through just doing the absolute bare minimum and just enjoying the graphics. That was my fault, I was being stupid. So you can go through just enjoying the graphics, or you can go through and be an absolute perfectionist and try and get absolutely everything every time, which can, well, let's just say that would be difficult. That would be very, very difficult. But the fact that the game allows you to do both of these things is actually really good, because some of these levels can get really hard later on. You don't want to know how hard this gets. It's kind of ridiculous. Once you finish the level, you're given all your stars, and if you collect all the stars on a level, well, you get the pro medal on some of them. Let's go and see if I can actually do a race level or something similar. Maybe I'll have something in the deleted scenes. It's a bit weird how they laid out progression in this game. So you can play any of the levels at pretty much any time you like. Well, you can either play the movie mode through to what you've unlocked at that point, or you can go play the deleted scenes. The game seems to encourage going and playing the deleted scenes first, because they tend to have some good tips or some good strategies to help you learn how to play the game. It's just odd though, because sometimes you feel like you need to know what's in them, sometimes you don't. It's just a weird little sense of progression. Let's see, do I have anything? Alright, I'll go back to the deleted scenes and let's actually play something from the deleted scenes. Alright, let's bowl a strike, because this is actually one of the weirder modes in the game that they included. I don't know why they included the ability to go bowling. Although it shows off a big problem with this game though. Now the performance is almost perfect on all the other levels. And yet for some bloody reason, in the Minecraft-based levels, the frame rate slows to a goddamn crawl, and I have no idea why. But yeah, they include all sorts of weird modes like that. So let's actually go and play a race level. Or a survival level, or whatever the bloody hell they want to call it. Anything interesting in the third set of deleted scenes? Alright, we'll go with this one. It's another snow level, whatever. So the game also includes a boost system, which you get more boost in by doing tricks and stuff like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Oh, we're actually in a jetpack this time. Game actually reminds you to do this tricks constantly if you want to actually do entire combos, which is if you want to do entire levels with combos, which is gotcha. Well, I'm gonna miss those stars. Just screw me. Jetpack actually has a stomp move, which is quite useful for moving around the place nice and quickly. But yeah, there's a bunch of different wacky vehicles, and they all handle differently. They're all difficult in their own way. And I find it hard to think of any particular vehicle in this game that I actually don't like, which is quite nice. But yeah, there's a bunch of different goals you have to do throughout all the levels, and it's got a lot of variety to it, I have to say. All right, let's do. Oh, is that another jetpack level? No, I want to do something else. I want to do something on a bike. Collect all the coins and combo level 100%. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of different graphical styles and a lot of different vehicles, which keep the game interesting to look at. I thought I'd find myself... Well, bugger me. I thought I'd find myself being relatively... Bugger me! I thought I'd find myself being relatively disinterested in Joe Danger 2, considering how much I played Joe Danger, but I find myself getting hooked on that sense of perfectionism again, where it feels like, oh, I can do that level perfectly if I... Bollocks! Where it feels like I can do the level perfectly if I actually put some effort into it. And that's a good thing to have for a game that's as focused on precision like this. And god damn it, I missed a burger. I missed a goddamn... And I missed it again, and I banged my head. Oh, fantastic job, mate. Fantastic. Whoopsie. Let's just... You know, it's actually kind of hard to suicide when you want to. You do have an instant restart button, which is select, but... Yeah. But yeah, I find myself thoroughly enjoying this because it's a nice return to form. It's not like they never fell out of form, but that they are... I keep fucking up on them, Jesus. it's nice to play a game that's as focused on precision as Joe Danger 1 was. It's a oh god damn it, I managed to lose my combo again. Up, up. Wow, that's kind of hard to remember when you're trying to talk about the game. Having as much focus on precision as this game has, especially in comparison to the old one, which did pretty much exactly the same thing. Oh, god damn it. It's a very good thing. I missed that burger again. Good god, I suck at this. How did I miss that one? Jeez. God, I suck at this. Screw the 100% combo, I just want to get all the burgers. It's good to have a game that's focused on pure perfection, while allowing for players to choose where they want to be perfect. Oh, god damn it, burgers, and I lost all the burgers, and yeah, I got nothing out of that. Screw that level, let's go play something else. Having a game that's focused on perfection while allowing players to play how they like in terms of what they want to collect is a really good thing in my opinion. You can do whatever you like and not have to feel bad about it. Is there any levels... Learn to trick on jetpack, I'd rather not. Learn to double jump. Let's just do this one instead. And not to mention, the 60 FPS and all that, which I will remember to encode in 60 FPS so you can actually see it on Chrome and other browsers. Cheeky bastards. It's a really good game. I have to say, it feels really nice. The 60 FPS makes a big difference to this game. And it shows, especially when you... I keep fucking up on that one. It really does make a difference, especially when you play the Minecraft level and everything is half as slow, and it's just so slow and just so absolutely painful to play for some reason. I really hope they fix that. But it's all just... It all feels great. The bike is easy to control, and when you screw up, it really does feel like you screwed up. Which is definitely better than not feeling like it's not your fault that you screwed up. Although some of these levels can be really, really hard. I cannot stress that enough. Actually, we'll go play the Ultra Hard mode preview, whatever it was over there, and you can see just how hard this gets. I had so much trouble just getting past the first obstacle in this level. But anyway, we'll go play that because it's just a good preview of this level geometry, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so it's got a bunch of different vehicles and variety. It all looks great. It runs at 60 FPS, so it feels great to control. Everything's easy to control. You can do what you like, so you can be an absolute perfectionist, or you can just go through and do whatever you please. And with the really deep scoring system where you can earn billions of points doing random crap, there's leaderboards for everything, so you're always challenging your friends as well, and that is neat, and I quite like it because it's, god damn it, how did I screw that up? Also, the music in this stage actually sounds really good for some reason. Oh, wow. So, you have Perfectionist's Dream plus high scores, and you don't need to actually be into Perfectionist Dreams or high scores in order to actually get any enjoyment out of this, because you can just do whatever the hell you please. Focus on just one star for one level, just do the absolute bare minimum to get to the next set of levels. That is absolutely fine with this game, and it won't stop you from doing that, and I am very appreciative of a game that lets you do that. It's all in good fun, and fun. And not to mention, it can get really, really hard later on. So, bollocks to you. And I'm all the way back here, and I died on the first jump. Wonderful. So, it's got high difficulty for those who want it, low difficulty for those who don't. Lots of variety, really interesting graphics that are nice to look at, an interesting music soundtrack that works pretty damn well. And no real performance issues outside of the really odd Minecraft level problems. Like, see, there's, like, next to no problems here. I mean, like, when I crash, the frame rate goes down a bit, but who cares? I crashed, right? Ow. Yeah, I really wish I could turn that announcer off. It gets really annoying every time you have to restart. So you've got plenty of options and ways to play this. Very simple, but also very detailed and in-depth game. And I quite like it, and I do recommend it. Except for those of you who... Well, that sucked. Except for those of you who have played Joe Danger 1 and didn't like it, obviously. This is actually very iterative, so... You know, playing Joe Danger 2 really isn't going to change your mind on Joe Danger. And check, god damn. Playing Joe Danger 2 really isn't going to change your mind on Joe Danger 1 if you didn't like Joe Danger 1. If you played Joe Danger 1 and you're like, I want more of that, but better, well, here you go, Joe Danger 2. If you haven't played Joe Danger before, well... One, why didn't you have PlayStation Plus a few months ago, you silly person? But... Maybe I'd tell you to go and get Joe Danger 1 first, purely because it's probably going to be cheaper. I don't actually have a price on Joe Danger 2. I went and checked the blog post and everything. They didn't have a price on it, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm going to make the assumption that it's going to be $15, just because that's what it is on PC. But you never know. I could be wrong. They might charge $10 for this version. But nevertheless, Joe Danger 1 will probably be cheaper, so if you haven't played Joe Danger before, it would probably be better to go and pick that up and then pick this up later when you're looking for more Joe Danger, if you like Joe Danger 1, of course. But yeah, as you can see, this is like really hard to do when I'm talking. But yeah, if you liked Joe Danger 1, you have nothing to lose in getting Joe Danger 2. It is mostly an iterative, but still just as good sequel. If you wanted to start off on this one, I wouldn't blame you. It's definitely the more varied of the two. It has more levels than bada bing bada boom. But still, I'm just saying that if you want it cheaper, you'll probably go with Joe Danger 1. But yeah, my earphone just fell out. Let's just call an end to this video right here before I screw up even more. Good lord. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this game, really. It's got a ton of variety, lots of levels, really annoying menu system, some weird, oddly specific performance problems. But it's got a ton of variety and lots of player choice in what you want to choose to do. And there's a huge... And the whole tricking system makes a really, really interesting way to handle high scores, and there's a lot to do, so... If you liked Joe Danger 1, you might as well buy this version. If you didn't like Joe Danger 1, avoid this like play. If you haven't played Joe Danger before, you might want to grab 1 first, but I have no problem with telling you to pick up 2 either, because it is more varied. So yeah, that was a look at Joe Danger 2, the movie. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.